Hello everybody and welcome back to the Paramount Story Wranglers Summer Writing Roundup. I cannot believe that summer is almost over, but you know what's even more incredible? All of the amazing stories that you have written for the Story Wranglers Summer Writing Roundup. You have written some amazing stories based on a variety of different prompts and themes, and there is only one theme left for the summer. In your stories, you wrote about characters showing courage, inventing new technology, taking trips to places we've never been before, and so much more. And last week, you wrote about superheroes. You wrote about heroes that could fly, that had electricity powers, heroes that could turn things into mushrooms with their powers. Your superheroes were incredibly creative. And our lucky story this week is no exception. In this story, the character has 5 different superpowers. And the story itself has adventure, it has action, it has mystery. I'm done talking about it. I'm just gonna let you see it for yourself.
This story was written by Lola Haney at Cowan Elementary School, and it's called Agness of Torrent Island. Hi, I'm 10. My name is Agness, and I live on Torrent Island. With my special powers, I can freeze things, run very fast, read every language on Torrent Island, create magical portals, and most importantly, my most important power is that I can turn meat and dairy back into what they once were, living animals. Honestly, it's a great life, but there's only one problem. A villain named the Shadow Master from the nearby Nightmare Caverns has the power to control my powers whenever there's a full moon. Agness created a plan to stop the Shadow Master. She drew down a map of Nightmare Caverns. Her plan was to set foot in Nightmare Caverns and create a portal to send the Shadow Master away for good. She needed to do it on a lunar eclipse. So, on the next lunar eclipse, Agness set foot in the Nightmare Caverns and looked at her map of it. She noticed that the Shadow Master had a secret passage that led to a secret hideout in the core of Nightmare Caverns. She was able to run incredibly fast into the caverns, but the core was too strong for her to create a portal into it. She had to create a portal into the secret passage and followed the map to the hideout. When she got to the Shadow Master's hideout, Agness snuck up on the Shadow Master and froze him as he was trying to prevent the lunar eclipse from happening. She created a portal over his head and made it suck him up. Before she could close the portal, the Shadow Master unfroze and shouted, "What are you doing to me? I'm sending you to a realm no one has ever escaped, and you can never again cause trouble on Torrent Island." Then she closed the portal, and she could hear the Shadow Master shouting, "Ah!" as he disappeared. Agness made her way to the Nightmare Caverns prison and saved all the prisoners and animals that the Shadow Master had captured from Torrent Island. The people of Torrent Island always remembered this day, and on every lunar eclipse, they had a festival to celebrate the superhero that saved their island, and they lived happily ever after. The end.
Congratulations to our lucky story winner this week and our lucky author. And a huge thank you to everyone who submitted such super stories about superheroes. Remember that you can see all of our past winners and their stories performed by the Story Wranglers on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Paramount Story Wranglers. Now, the moment that you've all been waiting for, the very last writing theme of the Summer Writing Roundup, and it is vacation. Now I know that things look a little differently this year, and maybe all of us didn't get to vacation the way we might normally get to. However, In this story, I want you to write about a dream vacation. It could be anywhere in the world, or outside of it, or underwater, or to another planet. Who knows? It is your vacation, and I want you to write as if it was the best vacation in the world. Tell us how you got there, what you did on vacation, and why this summer vacation was the best one ever. Now, this can be autobiographical. It can be something that really happened to you this summer that you want to share, or it can be entirely fiction, which means made up, not real, and as fun as you want it to be. And because this is our last writing theme of the summer, I want everyone to submit a story. If you have a friend, tell them to submit a story. If you have a brother or sister, tell them to submit a story. I want as many stories as possible for our last week together so we can really end the summer with a bang. So submit your story today or anytime before 6 p.m. on Thursday at austintheater.org/storywranglers. You'll see a button that says submit a story, and that is the way that you will be entered to have your story turned into a performance by the Story Wranglers. I can't wait to see all the wonderful, weird, fantastic vacations you've been on, or maybe are making up. And I will see you next Monday to announce our final lucky story winner and their performance. In the meantime, keep writing, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, friends!